Thanks to BetterHelp for sponsoring this video.
So do you think this is a good example of not being afraid of bees?
I think a very good example.
Feel pretty calm for the most part. Even though we are digging out their hive, not many stings. I'm getting stung. Oh, get another sting.
It is another animal rescue episode on the Brave Wilderness YouTube channel. Usually we are going after venomous snakes, but you're not gonna find those in Columbus, Ohio. Today we're meeting up with Luke, who is a honeybee conservationist, and we just got the call that he has spotted a massive hive. We're about to go rescue hundreds, if not thousands, of honeybees.
He's already up there getting into the bees. Hey, Luke.
Hey, how's it going?
Good. Wow, well, I guess we know where the bees are.
Right here, yes.
And I noticed you're not wearing any bee suit or mask at all.
Currently not until we agitate them a little bit.
Wow, well, that looks agitated to me. And I mean, me, I'm usually wearing bee suits when I'm working with bees, but Luke is fearless, and today we're going to be pulling bees out of this entire pillar, you're guessing?
I would say it's probably like to about here.
Wow, and how many bees do you think could be in there?
I think upwards of 30,000 seems realistic.
So my guess, when I was on the way here in the car, I said a few hundred bees, maybe 1,000 bees. That's a lot more bees than I anticipated. So Luke's got everything already set up. I'm gonna get put to work, and with any luck, we're gonna relocate some bees. So I see you're setting up a smoker first.
Yes.
Is that just in case these bees get a little agitated once we open up that pillar?
Exactly. So the smoke, a lot of people say it calms them down. It doesn't calm them down. What it does is they communicate via pheromones, and the number one smell becomes this smoke.
Okay.
So their ability to communicate threats suppresses because the smoke kind of covers up all the scent.
I love the smell. What do you call this little thing? The bee puffer?
Just a smoker.
A smoker. Man, it smells so good.
I don't think we have anything yet.
Ooh, behind door number one?
Yeah.
Nothing. Any stings yet?
No stings yet.
Wow, how about that? There are so many bees flying around by you and not a single sting yet. It's a pretty handy little saw he's using there. It's precision work to get inside of a pillar like this. Should be sponsored by DeWalt. Look at this thing. This is cool. I need one of these. DeWalt, if you're watching this video, clearly Luke could use some more of your tools for saving bees. What's behind door number two? More wood.
But we're seeing bees now.
Yeah, and I'm seeing a little bit of honey too.
Well, one of the things that you can see, so you can see other scat, which is the number one way bees get into cavity, is that something like a squirrel will make a nest first and do all the like grunt work to open up the space, and then the bees will come in after they move out.
All right, so what would your analysis here be?
Well, I think first I want to go further down.
Okay.
So we'll go further down till we stop seeing the comb.
Guess how many times I've been stung so far? 0. Pretty impressive. Little bee party going on up here.
There we go, we are home free.
You guys ready? Here comes the reveal. Whoa, wow. Look at that.
You know how we have regulations for hallway sizes and doorway sizes? They have the same thing.
Okay.
That's called bee space. It's about 3/8 of an inch.
Well, as you can see, we have successfully, and by we, I mean Luke, has successfully cut away all the wood to expose a massive hive. The comb, you can see, is hanging vertically, almost like honeybee icicles. Our next step is to cut apart pieces of the comb and strategically place them into the bee box that Luke is creating. So this next part may get a little risky because he said if we're gonna get stung, this is likely where it's gonna happen. As you can see, we're not wearing any bee suits. At this point, it's very unlikely we're gonna put them on. So let's see what happens. Real quick, I wanna say a big thank you to BetterHelp for sponsoring this adventure. The truth is, running Brave Wilderness can be a lot of work. Traveling the world, filming videos, taking crazy stings, and counseling helps to ensure that my mental health stays in top shape, even when my life gets really wild. And it can do the same for you. Regardless of if you have a clinical mental health issue like depression or anxiety, or if you're just a human who lives in this world who is going through a hard time, therapy can give you tools to approach your life in a very different way. And that's why I'm excited to tell you about today's sponsor, BetterHelp. BetterHelp's mission is to make therapy more affordable and more accessible. And this is an important mission because finding a therapist can be really hard, especially when you're limited to the options in your area. BetterHelp is a platform that makes finding a therapist easier because it's online, it's remote, and by filling out a few questions, BetterHelp can match you to a professional therapist in as little as a few days. It's easy to sign up and get matched with a therapist. There's a link in the video description below. It's betterhelp.com/bravewilderness. Clicking that link helps support this channel, but it also gives you 10% off your first month of BetterHelp, so you can connect with a therapist and see if it helps you. Therapy can help you become the better version of yourself. And because finding a therapist is a little like dating or making a new friend, if you don't really fit with a therapist, which is a common thing with therapy, you can easily switch to a therapist for free without stressing about insurance, who's in your network, or anything like that. So if you're struggling, consider online therapy with BetterHelp. Click the link in the description below, betterhelp.com/bravewilderness. Thank you again to BetterHelp for supporting this channel. Should we see if I can karate chop any of those boards? Got a good hold on it?
Yeah.
Thank you, thank you. Oh wow, look at that, the way that it, oh, here comes the honey. Oh, you can see the honey all kind of oozing down.
Okay, here, you can tear that piece off.
Okay.
If you don't see any eggs, that means there's no queen laying.
I probably should have asked you, but I already tasted the honey off of my glove.
Perfect. It's your glove.
It's really good. It's really good.
It's fresh.
Yeah, wow. That is, really good. All right, so what do we do with this piece?
So let's get a frame.
Okay. Frame it up. Did well on your measurements. It fits right in there. You gotten stung yet?
No.
Me neither. Look at that comb. Wow. All right. Nice cut right there too. Look at the job Luke did on that.
So yeah, definitely no sign of the queen yet.
Yep, I got it.
I did get my first sting.
You got stung?
Yeah, on the back of the head.
Oh, back of the head, not even on the
go.
arm. All right, we have one official sting. You didn't even make a sound. Beautiful. Look at that gold coloration.
So they lay drones right now in swarm time, again, as it's like the last queen's goodbye, and then in times of surplus. So it's not just like a regular occurrence. You can see that guy really struggling to get out right there.
Yeah, right there.
That's a huge part of their process. They don't help them at all get out.
Yeah, if you don't get out, you don't make it.
No time for the weak.
I'm getting stung.
You got one?
Yeah, I'm good. Ah, yeah.
Almost halfway through.
Halfway through, and so far only one sting. Oh, I'm getting another sting.
On the hands?
Yeah, my arms are getting stung. Okay. You're coming out? Ooh, ooh, ooh. I think I got a big piece of it. Oh. See there on my arm there? Whatever's happening here is stinging me. You get hit again?
Yeah. We did it. We got it.
We got it. Here, I'm gonna hand it off to you. Got it? Oh, that's a sticky one. Oh yeah. That guy right there, it just wedged in place. Woo-wee! Ah, you forget how much a bee sting will smart, but it makes it worth it when you're going after glove honey. Good. I'll take a glove full of honey for a couple of honeybee stings any day of the week.
So the best for stings, are you familiar with the plant plantain? Not like a banana. It's also known as white man's foot, and you chew up the leaf. It's a weed you find in your grass. You chew up the leaf in your mouth, and you just like put it on your sting or put it on your arm.
Really?
And it is like nature's Neosporin.
No way. My gloves taste delicious, what can I tell you? All right, we're going to the top of the comb. I have a feeling there are more stings coming. Oh, look at that one. That's crazy. Look at all that honey in there. I don't know if this one's even gonna fit in the frame.
What a piece.
Okay, look at that. You know how they say that bees can sense fear? Do you think that's true?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah?
Well, they're really like barometric pressure, like we talked about, but they're also very sensitive to electromagnetic wavelengths. So, right, your heart just beating faster is going to do that. So
do you think this is a good example of not being afraid of bees?
I think a very good example.
Because I feel like they're all around my face and I feel pretty calm for the most part. Even though we are digging out their hive, not many stings. All right, you got the next piece ready?
Yeah, this piece I'm ready to cut from the top.
Okay. I can't twist my arm any further. There we go.
That is the crown jewel.
Whoa. That's the big one. Wow, it's covered in bees.
Wait, what's that right there?
Oh, hey now. Hey, don't get your fingers all sticky there, Pooh Bear. You keep sneaking honey, Mario.
Okay, now we can look for the queen on here.
Okay.
Will she be here? Probably not, but this would be the spot for her. Yeah, lots of drones. Now,
I've tasted no honey so far. I've resisted the urge.
Yeah, me either.
Oh yeah, sure.
I mean, honey's so good for you too, and especially when you're eating local honey in your area, right? Like that helps you fight against allergies. Is that true, or is that kind of like
yeah, it's true. I mean, it's all in how much and what do you consume, your dosage, right? But it is because there's little bits of pollen and processed pollen that act as just a little bit of information in your system to manage, right?
Well, I can tell you this much, pillar honey is delicious. Oh, it's dripping everywhere. That is solid honey and comb. Almost completely solid honey. That's heavy. We almost didn't get it out of here this complete because it started to crumble on itself. That's just pure bee food right there.
That one we are going to preserve for the bees.
Ah, see, I was about to take a bite of it. We've only been stung a handful of times, which is fantastic. Even with this many bees all in our faces, we feel completely safe right now. I've not yet found the queen, but we've done an excellent job of getting each and every piece of comb out of this hive. All right, Luke, I think we're down to our last couple pieces here, and then we're gonna try the honey. And this will all be taster honey, because you can see it's all just scraps left over from bits of the comb that we were not able to get out. Well, Luke, we did it. We successfully removed thousands, probably close to 30,000
Probably close to it, yeah.
out of that pillar. So tell us, where do the bees go next?
So the bees are going to go back to my home apiary. I will manage them there, let them reattach all this comb that we kind of messed up in the process. And then once they're fully established, I'll move them out to a different apiary.
Okay, so these bees will successfully be relocated and back out into the wild where they're going to continue to pollinate and make sure that we as humans have plenty of food. Because without the bees, we wouldn't have our food, right?
That's exactly it.
So how can everybody find you and the work that you do if somebody else needs their bees relocated?
So the company is the Bee Collective, bethecollective.com, and then social media channels, all of them, the Bee Collective is where you find us.
I gotta tell you, Luke, when I woke up this morning, I did not expect that rescuing 30,000 bees was gonna be a part of my day, but thank you for the wonderful education. Guys, make sure to check out Luke's work. I'm Coyote Peterson. Be brave, stay wild. We'll see you on the next adventure. Okay, Luke has prepared some choice cuts of comb. And Mario and Trent ready to try them. All right, Trent, you're gonna go first.
So I can just eat the whole thing, right?
I believe so. Luke, you can eat the whole thing, correct?
Look at this. I mean, it feels like it's just fresh out of the oven. Here we go. I've already been trying this all day.
I call it fresh out of the pillar.
Oh my gosh. This is crazy good. I'm gonna have to like power wash my beard because it's all up in my beard already, but you can't get candy like this.
On a scale of 1 to 10 with other honeys you've tried, where does this rank?
11.
An 11. Pillar honey is an 11?
This honey goes to 11.
Unlike Trent, I didn't sneak any licks. I attempted to lick my finger, but it ended up being actually just bee poop, so I didn't eat the honey yet. I'm looking forward to it.
Sir, I present you with fresh pillar honey.
Ooh, which is the biggest one? I think I'm going for this guy. Nature's Candy. Oh my God.
Wow, he took the whole thing in one bite.
It's gonna be a tough one.
Oh my God. That's delicious. Yoink. Got another one. Hey, hey.
All right.
You know you've already had a whole bunch, so you
Well,
don't need
I
another
still
one.
gotta have one with the comb.
All right, here.
All right, you hold that.
Oh man, I'm still chewing.
This is the real deal right here. I mean, I've been licking my gloves all day, but this is grade A choice back of the comb pillar honey. Woo! It's a hot little golden nugget. Here we go. All that hard work was worth it.
R2D2's gone haywire, bro.
That is some really good honey. It's really good. I give it like 100 out of 10. I'm gonna go eat the rest.